Howdy, my name is Landon Stanley, and I am in my final semester of the Master's in Educational Human Resource Development program at Texas A&M University. Welcome to my portfolio. Before diving into some of my most influential coursework, my key takeaways from the program, and how I plan to implement what I've learned into my everyday work life, I'd like to share a little bit about myself. I currently serve as a Program Coordinator 2 for the College of Education and Human Development and the Recruitment and Scholarships Office. My main responsibility is to recruit students, specifically to our majors, within our academic college. I have been in this position for a little over 3 years, and during that time I've developed a deep appreciation for the impact that recruitment has on students and families alike. My family and I moved to Aggieland after I spent several years at my alma mater, about 4 years at my alma mater, Tarleton State University, working in their admissions team in university recruitment. Transitioning to Texas A&M was a huge step, both for me, my wife, and my child, both professionally and, as I mentioned, personally. I was drawn to the university's strong culture. This is a brand. It's a lot of fun to work for a brand, and its commitment to student success and the opportunity to grow in that role combines relationship building, leadership, and education, especially with the supervisor that I get to work with every day. Working in recruitment has taught me that every story, every student is unique. No two paths in higher education look the same. Some students are first generation, and I'm the one that's leading them to higher education, whether it's Texas A&M or elsewhere. And some students may come from a legacy family, which is a big deal here at Texas A&M, where multiple generations have attended Texas A&M, but all have questions and all need answers and all need support while they go through this entire process. And I love being a part of that process. Helping students see possibilities that they didn't exist in higher education is why I do what I do. And one of my favorite jobs, one of the favorite parts I have in my job is visiting high schools and mainly community colleges and watching that moment a student realizes that they can attend an institution, not even technically or only Texas A&M, but other institutions as well. But especially those students who do realize that Texas A&M is an attainable goal. That's my favorite part of the job. Those moments definitely remind me of why I do what I do. But recruitment, it's definitely not without its challenges, and this kind of goes into why I chose human resource development. Over the years, I've seen many colleagues, great employees and friends who were excellent at what they did in university recruitment become frustrated and leave their positions. The turnover rate, it's said within recruiters that the turnover rate in this position is surprisingly high. Around 16 months is about how long a recruiter will stay in their role at a university. That statistic sticks out for me because I've been doing this for about 7 years now, and again, I've seen so many employees come and go in that time. And I started to think about why are so many talented people in this position leaving this line of work, and what can we do, what can I do to better support them? And when I began exploring master's programs, I knew I didn't want to just improve my skills, but I wanted to be able to improve other skills as well. I wanted to learn how to lead. I wanted to learn how to motivate, support, and give resources necessary to help others around me succeed. And that's what led me to the Educational Human Resource Development program here at the university. This program focuses simply on the people side of organizations, how we train, motivate, and develop individuals so that both people and organizations can succeed together. I felt that it was a perfect fit, and working in the academic college where I talk about this major to undergraduate students helped me better understand what I was getting myself into. In my portfolio, you will notice that each course has a short description. Some of those descriptions are longer than others. I did learn something and very applicable information in every single course, but definitely some courses were able to be implemented immediately, which is why I chose to write more about those. One of those courses is EHRD 613, which is career development. This class gave me the chance to look deep into my own professional journey. My favorite assignment in this course was my career narrative, where I reflected on my career path, where I've been, where I presently am now, and where I hope to go in the near future, which ties in directly to recruitment and why I selected this program to attend. We then tied our reflections into career development theories like chaos theory and others, which gave a little bit of structure and meaning to our experiences. And that project also helped me see some patterns in my career that I hadn't noticed before. And it also helped me articulate my professional goals that's both motivating and realistic. This is something that often you'll do in group development activities. What are your goals? What are your dreams, not only for yourself but for your organization? But for me to write a detailed paper about what my goals and aspirations are within academia was really eye-opening for me. After completing that class, I started to apply what I learned within my own office. Whenever I have one-on-one meetings with my supervisor, I'm able to articulate better my hopes and goals within the position where I want my career to continue to take me. And it was eye-opening to see how many people haven't been encouraged to think deeply about their long-term plans before. That's something that was articulated to me is after this class, there's models and there's different ways for my supervisor to see how he can get that same idea out of other employees as well. This experience helped me understand that career development, it's not just a personal process, but it's also a leadership responsibility. And when leaders are actively in support of their growth, their team's growth, it strengthens the morale and retention of their team as well. Another course that stood out to me was EHRD 612, which is Training and Development in Human Resource Development. This course, it helped me focus on how to design and deliver effective training programs. It challenged me to think critically about what makes training engaging and sustainable. For my final project in this class, what I developed was a training manual for new employees in the recruitment office. Given how often we do experience turnover in recruitment, having this manual has made a change in our everyday processes on how we onboard those employees, the resources we give them, the information we are feeding those employees. And so it's already turned out to be a great hit within my own organization, and it's standardized our processes to ensure that, again, employees feel valued and like they are supported from day one. This project was one of the first times that I saw that bridge directly between my coursework and my day-to-day work and how quickly it can be implemented and to make great change within our organization. The other class I wanted to highlight in this portfolio video was EHRD 625, which is Organizational Development. I had the opportunity to collaborate with the College of Education and Human Development. We have an organizational development specialist, and that specialist, we worked with her to implement an emotional intelligence book study for our staff and some faculty across the college, the academic college. Around 30 staff members participated in our 4 different sessions that we held, and we had amazing conversations about leadership, communication, and empathy with an author of the book that was the actual focal point of this book study came and worked with our staff as well. What made it even more exciting was that the success of this program has led to conversations about doing this and more in the upcoming semesters when we can gain enough funding to do something like this again. Seeing our work make an impact at the academic college was definitely a highlight, if not the greatest highlight I had in this master's program, and it reinforced my passion for development initiatives that HRD professionals are able to provide their employees. And hearing some of those rewarding stories and other takeaways from that emotional intelligence program definitely had an impact on me as well. Another huge benefit of this program has been the colleagues and classmates I've met along the way. Many of them come from different backgrounds. Some come from different countries, continents, all over the place, which was really cool for me to see. That's not an experience I had in my undergraduate degree, was meeting so many different people from so many different backgrounds, not only, as I said, geographically, but some came from corporate training, education, military, higher education, nonprofits, and so learning from them through discussions, through online discussions, in person communication was definitely a really cool way to connect with them and learn as well. And having the chance to learn alongside such a diverse group of professionals I would say is one of the best parts of this entire program. Not only what we learn from faculty, but what we learn from our peers. Our class discussions often brought multiple perspectives to the table, and I gained so much from hearing how other HRD concepts are applied in other people's workplaces. Some of my classmates have become mentors and friends that I see consistently around Harrington Tower where I work and where this program is mostly held. And I know that these relationships I will be able to utilize in my future work as well, whether it is with, again, the peers that I have in this program or faculty that I work closely with. Being surrounded by people who are equally as passionate about leadership, learning, development as I am is a great thing for this program. And if I were to tell others who are interested in this master's program, that's one of the best thing about it, is who you get to learn with. As I reflect on my time in this program, another takeaway is that leadership isn't about titles or authority, and this has been apparent in my current semester where I'm in a couple of different leadership style courses. It is about relationships, empathy, and as I mentioned a few times, the consistent learning that we are always doing in an organization. I've learned that effective leaders create environments where people feel valued, and they're equipped. They have the resources to succeed. That is my goal through all of this, is to equip employees, to equip coworkers, to equip my supervisors with anything they need to be the best natural parts of themselves, or be the best natural self that they can be. That's something I plan to take with me as I continue in my career in higher education, whether it's mentoring new recruiters, developing new training programs, or hopefully in the near future, if I become a manager and or director of recruitment in the college, I can use these different viewpoints that I have and these different theories and all the information I've learned to help train my team and develop my team. Looking back on this journey, I'm incredibly proud of how far I've come, not just in earning a degree, which I'm very excited about, 9 years after my undergraduate degree, which I'm very proud of, but going to an institution like Texas A&M with a renowned program like Human Resource Development definitely hits a different nerve for me, so I'm very excited to showcase that. But this program taught me that development doesn't stop once you finish a class or once you gain your Aggie ring and earn your degree, but it's an ongoing process, and that my learning will not stop here, and that my learning can still continue through other development activities as well. And as I move forward, I do hope to be a leader who not only drives results but also creates a positive culture in his employees, and that they feel supported and valued whenever they see me and they work with or for me. If I can even help one colleague stay in a recruiting position longer and feel more confident in their role or discover their passion for education, then I'll know I've made a meaningful impact. And so thank you again for taking time and viewing my portfolio. Hopefully you learned a little bit about myself, some of the courses I found to be extremely beneficial in this entire journey of human resource development. And if you click through my semesters, you can see all the courses that I've taken through this program. Feel free to view my resume and contact me with any questions you may have about this program, my leadership styles, or about Texas A&M in general. I am passionate again about seeing employees succeed, and this program was able to equip me with all the knowledge that I needed at the right time, and starting this entire process of cultivating a great environment for which I work.